Hey babes, my name is Jalen and I have your best interest at heart. A lot of women are really sad, really depressed, really scared to open up, really scared to love, extremely vulnerable and not in a good way. They feel like they've been played, they feel like they've been hurt. Maybe they've even had kids outside of wedlock and maybe they made decisions that they're not proud of and have certain things that are irreversible. Maybe you feel like, damn, I've been giving myself away to men, giving my time, energy, body away to people who did not deserve me. And maybe you are just a young girl growing up in this world, or you're a virgin and you're just like, I don't even know what to do right now. Like, I feel all these feelings and emotions and all this turn on in my body, but I don't know what to do with it. I don't know how to use it. I don't even know where to start with this energy. So let's talk about SEX. Let's talk about boundaries. Let's talk about understanding the difference between a yes and a no in our body. Let's talk about actually communicating our boundaries with grace and then with some oomph if we need to. Okay? Period. So I want to have a really candid conversation around sex, and I really want ladies, especially my young ladies, and just ladies in general out there, that I want you to know how powerful sex is and why we should be very selective about our partners. Whether you believe in SEX before marriage or not, whatever the case is, here's what I believe, and take it or leave it. This is just my opinion. I believe that if you want to protect your mental health and sanity, which is so priceless, it is worth millions and millions of dollars, okay? It is my belief that you probably should avoid having sex with men who are not committed to you. Whether your version of commitment is boyfriend, whether your version of commitment is marriage, fiance, engaged, whatever the case is. And at the bare minimum, he needs to truly be in love with you. But ladies, we need to be more selective. You need to understand that there is biological differences between men and women. Yes, we are very equal beings, but we are not the same. Women, we are more sensitive. We are more emotional. And that doesn't make us weak. That doesn't make us less than. It actually makes us strong. Here's the thing. We were biologically and evolutionarily, we evolutionized ourselves to be loyal, to be faithful. Because oftentimes, when a man is looking for a partner, especially back in the day, he valued faithfulness. So naturally, when a woman has sex with a man, she actually releases more oxytocin than men. So oxytocin is the bonding hormone. It is the same hormone that gets released when a mom has a baby between mother and child. It's the same hormone that gets released when you hug someone for a long time and you feel all good and connected. And in general, oxytocin bonds you with a person. And oxytocin allows you to get closer and closer. And subconsciously, you will associate this person with family, love, as your partner, as your companion when you start to have sex, especially repeatedly. So imagine when a woman does this with a man and the man is not bonded to her, because men are different. Men actually, when they first have sex with a woman, they don't actually release oxytocin. They actually release other hormones that actually makes them be less attached to you. They produce more oxytocin later down the line in the relationship, but what actually gets a man to be more hooked to you is a hormone called vasopressin. And vasopressin happens with stress, good stress, and challenges, because men are different than women. Women were gatherers, where they're gathering the food and talking to the women, while the men were often out there hunting together in packs. So men were used to, doing things that brought them together, fighting together, and having that loyalty and trust with other men. So vasopressin actually gets released in a man when you do things and overcome things together, when you're solving puzzles together, when you're playing games with each other, like actual games. games. When you bond with a partner by figuring something out, when you give him things to do over and over again, like when you ask him for help and support and he's able to provide for you, if mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally, when you overall just have good stress, you give him good stress, that's actually when he actually creates more of an attachment. When you're not so easy to get, you're easy to be around, but hard to get. That is when a man is actually more attracted to you, all right? And that's that vasopressin energy. In order to get that vasopressin energy, it needs more time. But now with the rise of this culture of casual sex and like the sexual revolution where we try to like pretend that we're the same as men when we're really not, we start getting pressured into having sex. And, you know, a lot of women experience this where they might actually like a guy and you might genuinely be interested, but you're not quite ready to be penetrated. You're not quite ready for sex. So it's consensual, but it wasn't 100% a yes, but you kind of go along with it, right? And we have these weird boundary things going on where women are having sex before they're ready, or they're having sex when they are ready, but before the man has attached to them. So now the man starts to have sex with the woman, and then he's not even interested in her anymore. It's like that post-nut clarity, and the woman's getting all attached, like, oh my God, this, that, and the third. And then the man's looking confused and feeling confused subconsciously, and he starts to ghost you, or he starts pulling away. Because he won the fight, he won the battle. In his mind, he already impregnated you. That's what the subconscious thinks. He already did what he needed to do. So now it's time to go to do it, to do other things. Now, this is biology. This is what's happening on a biological level. This is happening on a mental, evolutionary, subconscious level. But this is so detrimental to women. I cannot explain the negative effects. I've seen clients literally put themselves through horrendous situations because they didn't know that they deserved better. Because maybe they had a past where they, felt like they slept with people and, they were promiscuous. Or maybe they had a past where they said yes more than when they should have said no. Maybe they were never taught how to say no and how to understand that you don't have to just go with whatever some guy that you really like says. As a matter of fact, you actually become more attractive when you learn how to say no gracefully, when you give him a challenge, when you give him something to actually want that is not easily accessible. He values it more. But the society, it's like leaning towards the privilege of man right now, where these super attractive men who have a lot of options, who have a lot of money, they are just doing whatever they want with whoever they want because women are too accessible now. They don't have to do much to actually get sex. When before, back in the day, if they wanted to get sex, baby, oh, you best believe they had to come correct. They had to put a ring on your finger. They had to commit to you. They had to jump through hoops and circles. There's a reason why wars used to be fought over women, because we used to maintain our power and energy, our yoni and our kitty, and save it at the right time. But now we don't do that. And now the negative ramifications of this is women having a lot of psychological issues, unexplained depression, emptiness, what one of my teachers called it, womb confusion, where we just feel empty in our womb space, where we don't know our worth, where we're second guessing ourselves, and where we feel drained. A lot of the times you don't understand, when we plug into other people or let other people plug into us, we are literally their battery. We are literally giving them access to our life force, and they are charging up themselves, their life. They're becoming more magnetic off of your energy. There's a reason why men who have a lot of sex, they're very attractive, because that means that they earned it, because they are supposedly that guy, right? They're attractive, they're good partners, they have money, they have the looks, they have the essence. And then at the same time, they're actually feeding on your life force, and it's radiating in your aura, right? And in their aura. So a lot of the times I also teach my clients how to detach from these sexual cords. It's like, you might wonder why you're feeling drained, why you're feeling tired, why you're feeling stuck, why you're feeling just uninspired. And it might be because you have negative energy or cords connected from sexual experiences with people that you need to cut off spiritually and energetically, because it's draining you. Okay, and I'm telling you, once you learn how to cut these cords, how to remove them completely, how to clear them, how to replace them, how to get back your energy, it literally will change everything. And I have in my course, Psychic Secrets of Seduction, that's one of the first things that we do. You gotta release your cords, okay? And take back your energy. It's your life force. This shit is powerful. This shit is manifesting like magic. Hey, baby. Hello, kitty kitty. I'm filming. This shit is literally like how you manifest anything in your life, because it's that magnetic. Like when you learn how to do this, it makes you that magnetic. Just like my cat is sitting here like rubbing all on me, it's because I got that energy and he feels it. Okay, like bees to honey, like cats with catnip. Once you like have your life force and it's pure in your being, and it like just, it oozes from you, I'm telling you, you will be like so magnetic. Like people will be like, what happened to her? Like there's something about her. It's your life force. You got your life force back. You've been practicing your life force meditations. You've been doing the spiritual work that I've been telling you, and you take back your power that they tried to take away from you and that this culture tried to take away from you. Absolutely not. You are a goddess. Ladies, respect your life force. Don't allow yourself to go crazy, because this is where you see women doing crazy things like, stalking people at the highest level, obsessing, constantly checking your phone, constantly seeing V-text you back, because you're too attached too quickly. You're not supposed to get attached before he commits to you. Before it's just too risky. You're risking your mental health. You're risking your sanity. You're risking your worthiness. So he needs to commit. He needs to have some skin in the game. He needs to prove something to you before he has all that access to you, okay? Because your mental health and sanity is worth it, period. So, the main message of this video: there is scientific and spiritual ramifications and proof that if you are not selective, you are way more at risk for depression, mental illness, self-worth issues, unplanned pregnancies with people who are not committed to you, which leads to generational curses and craziness, STDs, all kinds of things. You're more at risk when you are not selective about your partner. And what do you do with your sexual energy? Because I know somebody said, girl, I'm ovulating, I'm feeling all good. Learn how to channel it. Channel it into your art, channel it into dance, channel it into movement, channel it into manifestation. Do some SEX magic. Allow yourself to call things in, breathe it up and down your body, study Tantra. So you need to channel it appropriately. And also understand that it is okay to have those urges. It is okay to, have those urges. So there's nothing wrong with being horny or anything like that. It's a natural part of life. It means you're alive. It means you're healthy. It means you're well. But you have to have discipline and not just give it to any and everyone. Hold off and make sure it's the right person, and decide way ahead of time what somebody needs to do for you, what your personal thing is for you to feel like, okay, this is the thing that I'm going to say needs to happen before I allow myself to open up and to experience that with a person. Okay, and I help my clients through this all the time. I help them attract their ideal love life, all kinds of beautiful things. Money, you gotta get a goddess session with me down below. We can talk. But this is so important. I cannot stress this enough. Respect yourself, protect yourself, love yourself, honor yourself, put on your crown. And if you're like, girl, well, it's too late, go celibate. Go celibate, go abstinent for a while, and just like be clear and purified, do a fast, and just reset your energy. Sometimes you need to do that when we're feeling too drained or all over the place. Reset your energy. Fast. Do a water fast, do a fruit fast, do a sex fast, whatever the case is. Reset your energy, reset your nervous system. Don't watch any porn. Just literally reset your dopamine, everything. Sometimes you gotta reset. And this also, at the end of it, you'll be more like, you'll end up having more pleasure and stuff too. But do your healing work through your emotions, but moving forward, make better decisions, because now you know better. Okay, don't say I didn't warn you. But yes, ladies, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's not the most popular video or opinion, but it's something I'm called to talk about, and I'm going to talk about more often, because there is a mental health crisis with women. Women are going through it right now. We are stuck in these crazy situations where we're being depressed, where we're being abused, where we're being not treated well, where we're just like in these crazy situations. And I'm just like, why? Like, why are we putting ourselves through that? Why are we accepting this? And a lot of the times it's because we're still sexually evolved and involved with these people, and that's why we're not leaving, okay? Because subconsciously we're linking ourselves to people. Like, why is a woman with a man who's not providing and she's paying all the bills? And it mind boggles me, but I understand, because you're on drugs. When you are having sex with a man, you are on drugs. No matter if you were into it or not, you are on drugs. Your body associates that man with sex, with connection, with partner energy, with oxytocin. When you have sex, you just know you're drugged up, so you're not seeing clearly. It's not just sex. It's cuddly energy. It's kissing. It's touching. It's skin to skin. All that releases oxytocin. So be very careful with who you merge with. Make sure they have good energy. Make sure they're taking care of themselves. Make sure they have self-development. Make sure they're disciplined. Make sure they're a provider and a protector. Make sure they have your best interest at heart. Because I know you'll be like, oh, I hate men, this, that, and the third, but the only person that you have to blame is you. Because you can say no. When our womb is not open, and when our womb is not open, our throat is usually closed. If you're not ready, hey, I'm not ready for that yet. Okay? No first dates at his house. Stop going to, that's a whole nother conversation, okay? This is a whole nother conversation. But y'all let me know how you feel about this down below in the comments. I know we're gonna have some people that don't agree with me, but I don't care. I'm still speak my mind, and I'm gonna stand on business. And when I have my daughter and when I have my children, they gonna learn the same thing, period. Because I'm breaking generational curses. I'm breaking all this foolishness. My daughter is going to be a freaking queen. She's gonna be so freaking lucky. She's gonna be so freaking lucky, because she's gonna know her worth. And she's not gonna know her worth from the way, oh my God, I gotta be afraid of sex. No, she's gonna know her power. She's gonna be in tune with it. But she's not gonna let she's gonna be selective. Godly aura. Like, I cannot wait to have kids. Anyway, yeah, you guys. But yeah, if you want to dive deep into these topics, check out my course, Psychic Secrets of Seduction. Very powerful course with ancient secrets that change your whole life when it comes to your magnetism. Like, you will attract and make people obsessed with you. But yeah, all right, I'm gonna go now. Peace.